Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the great millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. New is in the gospel, broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. Man, this place, name of this lesson is going to be that this place cannot be destroyed fast enough. It says transgender woman crowned Miss Nevada USA becomes first in pageant history. My win is our win. Okay, so that shows you the condition of a nation once this type of behavior is propagated and forwarded. This becomes the new norm. That shows you that a society is on its way out. And that's how we know that we're that much closer to the end, because these particular atrocities or these offenses are becoming more frequent and few in between instead of the term far in between. So it reads here, on Sunday, it says history was made for the community in Nevada over the weekend. So I guess this is supposed to be some type of win for that community, because if you look at it, this is a straight dude, you know. This is a straight up dude. You know, it's not even a female. And that's the scary thing about it, because nowadays you don't know what you're dealing with. You don't know what's walking around. Like, it almost pays to deal with women with kids. It's almost a good thing to deal with women with kids. But even then, you deal with a woman with some kids. It could just be the man that, you know, got the changeover and he that had custody of his kids. So even then you can't really tell unless you got stretch marks or something. So it behooves you to deal with women with kids. And I say that loosely because, you know, that's not really the case. But in case if you really want to know what's what in this day and age, you can't. You know, unless she's having a cycle every month, because I don't know if these people bleed or not, but I'm pretty sure they got some type of hormone therapy that allows them to have normal cycles, etc. It's kind of scary when you think of it. But it says on Sunday, Cataluna Enriquez beat out 21 other contestants who win the crown of Miss Nevada USA. It says with the title, it becomes the first woman to win the competition in the pageant's history. Okay, so that shows you here where we're heading. Okay, ultimate destruction. And this is why Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, they were basically displaying, they were basically showing you through the spirit the artillery of Russia, because Russia, I did a lesson on it yesterday, they're basically flexing their military muscles. You know, quiet is kept, you know, though is a common thing. They're basically showing you what's getting ready to happen over here, because in certain societies they just don't really condone certain behaviors, but in this society it's completely hypocritical and it needs to be taken out. Point blank period. It's no justification that America needs to go. Okay, just alone off this type of behavior alone, this is the reason why this society has to be wiped out. Okay, and I can't say it no other way, you know. Anyway, it says here, congratulations, and this is a quote, to our new Miss Nevada USA. But how would you consider that a miss when it's clearly not? Okay, it is clearly not a miss. This is clearly a guy, a man, you know. But you see, that's the thing now. And if you classify Mr., Mrs., or boys or girls, etc., you can, you know, get locked up, or they can hit you with what they would consider a heinous crime for that, a hate crime, because you're basically speaking out on what really is. It says Miss Nevada USA wrote on the Instagram page, besides a photo in a rainbow dress with her new crown and sash. It says ahead of Sunday's competition, which was held at South Point Hotel and Casino and Spa in Las Vegas. It said Enrique, I don't even know how to pronounce that. I think it's Enrique or Enrique, or I can't pronounce that, man. Salakia. Won the Miss Silver State U.S. pageant according to her Instagram. It says she would now compete for the Miss USA title in November. And man, like I said, any guy that sees this will be sort of confused. But I mean, if you take a hard look, you can look at the feet. The feet are kind of fat. They're kind of big. The toes are oval. Seems kind of awkward. And then you can look at the structure of the head. But the scary part about it is, just from the untrained eye, you would think that this is a real female walking around here. And in fact, it's not. And then, you know, It's been several accounts that people have gotten killed in this type of situation because, you know, they've tricked guys. They've told men, oh, well, I'm a man, I'm a woman, etc. The guy found out at the last minute. And then all hell broke loose. Murder was what she wrote. So this is a dangerous behavior. And Esau, Edom, he's the progenitor of this. Though, going back into Sodom and Gomorrah, etc., you had those ancient Hamitic nations that really partook in the first offenses of this behavior. But overall, Esau Edom has incorporated and he's encapsulated on the said endeavor, man. And he has to go. Okay, Esau has to go. And this just period. These devils are entitled. Okay, they're too entitled. They're liars. They're deceivers. Okay, they're wicked. They're evil. Okay, they're just detestable people, man. Okay, they want to play the victim every time you get in a shit. You know, they play the victim. They're unapproachable. It's just a shit show with them, man. They gotta go. The best thing they can do is go in slavery. That's the best thing for E, is to be put in slavery and to be destroyed. Okay. So it's following our victory. It says they celebrated on the accomplishment post on Instagram Monday. It says a huge thank you to everyone who supported me from day one. It says in my community, you are always in my heart. My win is our win, and we just made history. Happy Pride, she wrote alongside several rainbow hearts. So this is the condition of your country. This is what's promoted. This is what's promoted at school. This is what kids are encouraged to be. You know, like back in the day, kids was encouraged to be a martial arts instructor, firefighter, a policeman. You know what I'm saying? A lawyer, a doctor. Those were some of the prominent things that kids were promised to be. But in this day and age, they don't even propagate that. Like how they used to have career day, the cops, firefighters, etc. They used to come to the schools and speak to the children. Now they're teaching the class on this. You know? So anyway, reading down some more before I get into a couple of precepts. It says he also posted a photo before winning the crown and revealed that he had made the rainbow gown himself through his clothing line, which is Cataluna Couture. It says, I'm honored with the month and all those who don't get a chance to spread their colors, as he wrote for the custom dress. And they got some fucking nerve because for the simple fact they steady saying, you know, that the HER, the HIM type shit. Like reality, that's not what it is. You see? So this place is completely out of order, man. It has to go. I don't know how long the Most High is going to keep us here to suffer this shit, because this is getting ridiculous. And honestly, it's getting old and I'm tired. You know, but it says in addition to owning Cataluna Couture, Enriquez is a healthcare administrative fashion designer, and according to his short bio on his Silver State U.S. Instagram, it says at a young age, Cataluna fought multiple challenges in his life. The page reads, it says now he uses his life to experience and shares it in his platform, Be Visible, in a campaign to combat the hate through vulnerability. It says as a survivor of physical and sexual abuse and a proud such and such of color, and it would be a damn Jake, man, a Northern Keith, you Ephraimites, man, oh man. It says he aims to break barriers and represent those who aren't always represented, to continue to support numerous nonprofit organizations and the youth. The post added, so that's the ABCDEFG plus youth. That means that they're encouraging kids, young teenagers, young adults to become as such. Okay, and that's the reason why we got to get the fuck up out of here, man. We got to get the fuck out of here. This is bullshit, man. You know, but it has to happen because the Lord will be justified on destroying this place. It just how long, man. You know, I tell you how about you, man. I was shy, you know, all the time. I said, man, don't let us suffer another 10 years here. Just don't. We want to get up out of here. You know, like how long is it going to take for the Lord to just really lay the hammer on this freaking place? Because there's no hope for us here, man. Everything here is short term, it's short lived. There's no future. Like the scriptures say, there's no continuing city. All right, so this is the book of Isaiah 3. And I'm going to start at 8. And this is an Israelite, man. Okay. It says a person of color. And we know that Latin kingdom or the Latin tribes are men and women of color. Okay. They're just more fair skinned. But nonetheless, you have them. They have pigment. They're just light skinned Jakes. But Isaiah 3:8, it says, "For Jerusalem is ruined and Judah is falling." Jerusalem represents the other 12, the other 9 tribes. It says, "And Judah is falling." The kingdom of Judah is the Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, which consists of the Negroes, the West Indies, and the Haitians. It says here, "And because of their tongue and their doings are against the Lord's, to provoke the eyes of his glory. The show of their countenance doth witness against them, and they do declare their sin. They declare their sin as Sodom, and they hide it not." You heard what it just said? Basically, dude just broke it down and said here, as a survivor of physical and abuse and proud of color, they aim to break the barriers to represent those who aren't always represented, to continue to support numerous nonprofit organizations and the youth. You see? That's hot. That's not hiding it, because in the 90s, man, you really had to get this shit out of people. Yeah, you had them in the 90s, but you had to really beat it out of motherfucker, because they knew the consequences of engaging in that type of idealistic behavior, that ill behavior. They knew the consequences of that. Like in Russia, basically they'll put your ass to death. But now, ever since Barack Insane Obama was the president of the United States, I believe when he come in office in 2008, he pretty much was the president that opened up the floodgates of hell on this behavior. Though that was the agenda for the elites that had always been in the cards, but overall, man, he was the face of it. You see what I'm saying? Which all them presidents behind closed doors, all of them are a bunch of freaks. This is what they do. But it says here, "And they hide it not, and they declare their sin as Sodom, and they hide it not. But woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves." You see? So, hey, woe unto them, destruction. Now, we're just reading words, but eventually these words we read are going to come to pass. They are going to have some weight. People say, "Oh, y'all just reading a book, don't nothing happens." It appears that way. But as you see the systems are breaking down, this time the Most High's judgment is going to get a little bit more meticulous, a little bit more in your face type. They're going to get a little bit more personal. Because, the Lord judges nations, but within those nations, he judges people too. Okay, and you Edomites, you freaking devils are getting ready to get destroyed, man. And I can't wait to see every last one of you go down to the pit where you belong. Because you've run this world into this complete rut. All right, and it's not even worth even. This place is done, man. It's sad. So it says here, "Say ye to the righteous that it should be well with them, for they should eat the fruit of their doings." It says, "But woe unto the wicked, it should be ill with him, for the reward of his hand should be given him." That's right, man. And the fruit of our doings is doing the work. We're going to reap the benefits of our labors. Yeah, we catch hell. Yeah, we go through ups and downs. Yeah, it appears that, there's no hope for men like us. But overall, there is a hope in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, because, hey, when the Lord closes one door, he opened up another. And in this case, our salvation is nigh. All right, so let's go to another precept here I got. This is the book of Jeremiah 51, and I'm going to start at verses 9. It says, "We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. So forsake her and let us go, everyone into his own country." The point in case is in this verse. "For her judgment reached unto the heavens and is lifted up even into the skies." Okay, how is that? This right here alone is clearly enough for the Most High to judge this place. Because you got colors of this, the different colors, etc., which that was a promise. That represented a promise to the Lord or to the people from the Most High that he would never destroy the earth by flood again. Okay, but what did they do? They made a derogatory symbol out of it, man. Which a rainbow is a beautiful color. At the rainstorm, you see the arches of the rainbow, the red, the green, the pink, the orange, the blue, etc. It's a beautiful color, like a bag of Skittles almost. But what Esau does, he take it and he turns it into something wicked. And that's a spit in the Lord's face. And then there was an article that came out back in 2015 stating that, we need to go up and expedite God, or what they say, extract him, or what do you call when somebody take you from one jurisdiction? It's extradite, meaning that they can extract you from one province to the next to put you on trial. Basically, we need to go get who they call God from the spirit realm and put him on trial for writing Leviticus. What is it? Matter of fact, let me pull that. For writing in Leviticus the judgment that is written. about, this agenda here. Matter of fact, let's get that. Leviticus 20 and 13. It says, if mankind also live with mankind as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They should surely be put to death, and their blood should be upon them. They're basically tripping with the Most High based on this scripture. They saying that he needs to be held up on charges because of this scripture he written in the Bible through the prophet Moses. Like, who the hell are you? You know what I'm saying? Who the hell are you? That's a wicked statement, man. All right, Deuteronomy 23 and 1, it says, he that is wounded in the stones or have his privy member cut off should not enter to the congregation of the Lord. Okay, prime example. This right here was a man, Israelite at that. He claimed to be a man of color. So I'm going to just assume this was an Ephraimite, which Ephraim, you jakes are simple as all hell, and the Lord is going to just do a number on the tents of Ephraim, as you can read in the book of Hosea. The whole book of Hosea really goes into the judgment on you, northern kingdom, because you're the wicked of the wicked. What's this? Deuteronomy 22 and 5. It says, the woman should not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither should a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are an abomination to Yahweh thy power. All right. So there's no delivering from that. That's just what it is. And the Most High is going to bring the gates of hell to you people. Any day now. Any freaking day now, man. All right. So this is the book of Romans 1. And I'm going to start at verses 21. It says, because that when they knew the power, and he was an Israelite, so at a point in time he did know the Most High, because we all made a covenant with him by blood. It says, they glorify him not as the Most High, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. Okay. And these are acts of that, as you seeing what's going down. All right. Another thing, too, in Genesis, the 19th chapter, that goes into the destruction of Gomorrah and Sodom. It says, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, because they're spreading this and making it seem like they're doing such a noble act, but it's spreading wickedness, man. You see what I'm saying? Because this is in their mindset, professing to be wise. Well, we want to help people that's dealing with the quote unquote abuse, which abuse means to misuse, and you abusing yourselves, So the scriptures say your count is a witness against you. You're abusing yourself because you're taking your natural uses of this and you're making it something else. That's just like trying to make a dog a cat or a cat a dog. There's two different anatomy of DNA. Don't work that way, because you still what you are, which shows you that people have mental illnesses, which is demons. It says here, and they changed the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made like to corruptible men, and to birds and four-footed beasts and creepy things. Wherefore the Most High also gave them up to their uncleanness through their lusts of their own hearts, to dishonor their bodies between themselves. Okay, and this is what you're seeing going on in the world on a huge scale. Like the scriptures say, that the judgments were made for sinners, basically. Evil was made for sinners, not the righteous. People say, well, if God don't give us no free will, why did he give us up to it? Because for one thing, you have to understand the nature of the Most High. He gave you up to your own uncleanness because that's what you subjected yourselves to subconsciously. But overall, that was your judgment from the beginning, because the Lord wrote you in the book of being wicked. It says here, who changed the truth of the Most High to a lie, and worship and serve the creature, which the creature are the people. We consider creatures, the creation, more than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen. For this cause the Most High gave them up to vile affections, for even their own women did change the natural use into that which was against nature. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of a woman, burnt in their lust one towards another, men working with men, working that which is unseemly, and received in themselves that recompense of that error which was met. Okay, so here you go, man. So I'm going to end it there, though, brothers and men. Y'all get the point. All praises and glory honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And with that, Shalom and the Baba Ball.